Right, sorry for the break in transmission. Forgot to put my phone on flight mode, but I think it's done right now. So we're number 4. Rehearsal can be done. Practice can be done anywhere, but rehearsal should be done where you are going to perform. Now, number 5. Practice is aimed at developing or sharpening a skill, while rehearsal is aimed at smoothing the skill for a performance. Practice is aimed at developing, like I said, it's aimed at learning, it's aimed at sharpening. For example, if you're supposed to have, let's say, a pentatonic scale, you understand? And maybe the person that did this pentatonic scale did it in a particular fashion, you understand? Combining different notes with different intervals. So, not be saying you don't know what pentatonic scale will be before. But practice is aimed towards you trying to develop and master what you heard and how the person did it. But practice is aimed towards smoothing what you have developed. So you don't master the thing, maybe whatever it is. You've sharpened yourself in that. Now in rehearsal, we are now going to put that thing that you learned in the midst of other instrumentalists with other voices. If it's in a song, if it's at the beginning, if it's at the end, if it's an intro. So that is what we are doing in rehearsals. In practice, you pick individual segment of a particular piece of music and work on them, developing yourself. But in rehearsal, you bring them together, putting the bridge, putting and the reprise, everything together, the intro, let's see how it sounds together with everybody. So in rehearsal, we are smoothing it. But in practice, we are trying to develop the concept, trying to master it. That's number 5. Now, number 6, practice can have flaws, or it should have flaws. Rehearsal should not have much flaws. Practice, be free to make mistakes in practice. But when you get to rehearsal ground, don't be making mistakes that are expected of you to have been made inside practice. It is not in rehearsal that somebody will be forgetting lyrics. It's not supposed to be rehearsal. No. Rehearsal, we are just supposed to chisel, to put icing on it. Not be rehearsal person supposed to forget lyrics. That is a flaw that should happen, that is expected to happen in practice. Don't come to where everybody is expecting you to finalize and you are wasting our time by forgetting your lyrics. It's on seriousness. Yes, everybody is busy. That is why you chose to be in music. And if you have chosen to be in music, you must have counted your cost of what it will take for you to be a good musician. Like I said in the previous videos, I can't remember which one exactly, it's an insult on the audience for you to stand before them and you are not prepared. People left whatever they are doing, whether they paid to come and watch the show, or it's a free show, or it's a gate fee, or somebody paid for people to come in. It's an insult for an audience to be watching you when you are not prepared. You now, when they listen to me now, if you don't watch ball, you go to insult the person where they play ball. You don't pass like this, you don't do like this. Now you are now standing to sing and you are forgetting lyrics. What? There are some errors that we should make in rehearsal. It is not error that should be made inside practice. Maybe I'm going to do a video on that. There are some errors that are accepted or acceptable in rehearsals. There are some errors that pertain to practice alone. For example, make an instrumental. Say, what is supposed to play for here? You are trying to remember an intro. Now, I'm saying this with passion because I've been to a lot of places. It has happened to me myself, while they talk. I don't do them before. It's different when you maybe forget lyrics, maybe on stage, maybe pressure, but not that when it's becoming a habit. Once may be a mistake, twice may be coincidence. Number 4, man is a habit. Everybody knows you always forget lyrics. Everybody knows you do always miss timing. You do always miscount. And there are some brethren like that. Sorry, I'm using the word brethren because the reason why I'm sounding like this is because we have good and talented hands in the church, but we have low performance in the church. Meanwhile, when you move into the secular world, you see people who are not as talented as you. I'm not saying they are not. There are crazy instrumental, crazy singers, like bad boys when it comes to music out there. But you find these people, you find real excellent deliveries. Why? They take their rehearsal serious. Their practice serious. So that when they come to the rehearsal ground, they hit the nail on the head, straight to point, and they are done. So, point number 6, practice should, in fact, it should have flaws. Any practice will not get flaw, it not be practice. Your practice should have flaws, but your rehearsal should have minimized flaws because you're only trying to put together what you've practiced. Number 7, practice is a personal event. I think we've said that over a number of times. Rehearsal is a group event. Practice is a personal event. Rehearsal is a group event. Now, practice, number 8, practice may be done in pieces. Rehearsal puts the pieces together. Like I said, you dissect a song into different segments, different parts, and you are trying to put them together. That is what you do in rehearsal. In practice, you dissect them. In rehearsal, you put the pieces together. Now, finally, let me say this. Practice is personal. Rehearsal is relational. In practice, concern you waiting or to the sing. Concern you waiting turn on the sing. You are singing your own. You are learning your own. That is practice. Rehearsal, you are relating with other people what you have learned. How does it fit in? Are we together? So with this, I've come to the end of this particular video on the differences between practice and rehearsals. Of course, you can also think of lots of differences between them. You can put them in the comment section. Lot of differences between rehearsal and practice. But these 8 points are, or is it 8 or 9? These are the major. What is obvious? What are the obvious differences between practice and rehearsal? I hope you have learned. I'm sure you have learned a big deal in this video. Remember to click the like button and also the notification button to get notified of more content like this when they are being dropped. And also it will help YouTube recommend this channel to other people. You can also do well to share this content with other persons. Thank you very much. Once again, my name is A.A. James, your music and art director. The next video, I'll be going into the structure of a rehearsal plan. How should your rehearsal go? Stay tuned.